In the end, you stand alone. Sit with this truth, because it will burn you before it frees you. In the end, you stand alone. Not with your friends. Not with your family. Not with your lover. Not with the people who once clapped for you. Alone. Every man bleeds alone. Every man dies alone. And every man must walk the fire of his own becoming, alone. The illusion of togetherness. We grow up believing in safety nets. That someone will save us. That someone owes us understanding. That loyalty is guaranteed. But life is merciless in revealing the truth. Most people are only there when it's convenient. When you're useful. When you're easy to love. The moment you stumble, the moment your shadow grows darker, the moment your fire begins to consume instead of entertain, they pull away. They whisper. They vanish. And you realize, you were never truly together. You were only tolerated. That's when the truth breaks through the noise like a blade. You are your only constant. The trial by silence. There will come a night when no one answers your call. No one replies to your message. No one knocks at your door. And in that silence, the demons you've ignored will surround you. The weight of your failures, your regrets, your wasted years, they will claw at you. And no one will save you. Because it's not their job. It's yours. That's the trial every man must face. The moment you realize that the world does not care for your tears, your explanations, your excuses. The world only respects one thing: how you rise after being abandoned. In the end, no one feels your pain. You can scream until your throat is raw. You can try to make others understand the storms in your chest. But they won't. They can't. Because no matter how much someone loves you, they will never feel your pain the way you do. They will never carry your exact weight. And so your suffering, though visible, though spoken, though witnessed, remains uniquely yours. Which means the responsibility of conquering it is yours as well. And that is both terrifying and liberating. Why most men break. Most men cannot handle the solitude of truth. They crumble when stripped of applause, comfort, and validation. They need noise around them to drown out the silence. They need constant reminders that they matter. They need soft words to soothe them. So they sell their souls. They betray their mission. They bend their knees to weakness. And in doing so, they die long before their bodies are buried. But the few, the very few, learn to stand in solitude like an unshaken mountain. The furnace of solitude. To stand alone is not a curse. It is the furnace that forges kings. When there is no one to tell you what to do, discipline becomes your only compass. When there is no one to cheer for you, self-respect becomes your only fuel. When there is no one to guide you, silence itself becomes your teacher. And it is there, in the shadows of isolation, that a man learns who he truly is. No more masks. No more pretending. No more playing roles to keep others comfortable. Only the raw, unfiltered truth of your soul. In the end, strength is lonely. Make no mistake, greatness is not crowded. You will lose people on your way up. Not because you wanted to, but because they cannot breathe at the altitude you're climbing to. Most will call you distant. They'll say you've changed. They'll accuse you of arrogance, obsession, even madness. But what they're really saying is, you chose the path I was too weak to walk. And they're right. Because strength is lonely. Discipline is lonely. Purpose is lonely. But weakness? Weakness is crowded. Mediocrity has plenty of company. And the man who cannot endure solitude will always crawl back to the crowd. When death comes, strip away the distractions for a moment. Forget the world. Forget your pride. Forget your possessions. When death comes, and it will, you will not be surrounded by the noise of others. You will be face to face with yourself. The man you built. The man you betrayed. The man you chose to become, or chose to avoid becoming. And in that moment, no one will speak for you. No one will take your place. No one will carry your regrets. It will be only you. Standing at the edge. Facing eternity. That's why the truth must hit you now, In the end, you stand alone. The flip of perspective. But here's the paradox. The moment you accept this truth, you stop being weak. Because once you stop expecting others to save you, you start saving yourself. Once you stop expecting others to believe in you, you start believing in yourself. Once you stop waiting for permission, you start moving with power. When you embrace solitude, you discover something extraordinary. You were never truly alone. You always had yourself. And the man who has himself, unshakable, disciplined, relentless, becomes untouchable. Stand alone, but not empty. Standing alone doesn't mean isolation. It means foundation. You can still love. You can still lead. You can still inspire. But you no longer depend on it. You no longer beg for it. You no longer crumble without it. Because you've already bled in the silence. You've already wrestled your demons. You've already proven to yourself that you can walk through hell without a hand to hold. That's what makes your love stronger. Your leadership sharper. Your presence heavier. Not because you need others, but because you choose them. And that choice carries weight. The final truth. So here it is. The truth most men will run from their entire lives. In the end, you stand alone. You stand with your scars. You stand with your discipline. You stand with the echoes of every battle you fought in silence. And while others lived and died in the comfort of the crowd, you lived as a warrior, forged in solitude, feared by weakness, remembered by eternity. So stop waiting. Stop begging. Stop explaining. Walk into the silence. Bleed in the dark. Forge yourself into something the world cannot ignore. Because in the end, that's all that matters. And in the end, you stand alone.